And if you haven't already done so, it's time to set up a way to keep track of the data you'll be digging up. Here are 4 suggestions. The simplest way is just a 5 by 7 inch index card stack. For each company that has jobs you want, start a card and collect all the data that you have on that company and write it on the card. The next way to do it, and it's a better way, is a word processing document with a separate page for each company you're following. You'll store all the data on that company in that Word file, and as you make contact with the company, you'll keep a log showing when you contacted them, who you spoke with, and the results. Believe me, folks, when you start talking to 10 or 15 companies, you'll need something like this or you'll lose track of who you spoke to and when. The third method you can use is an Excel spreadsheet or an Access database that can be structured to include the same information as the Word document. And finally, the fourth and the best method is a customer relationship management software. It's called CRM. If you have one like that, and if you're fluent in it, use it. But for all the rest of you folks out there in job seeker land, use the 5 by 7 cards or the Word document. The key is to capture all the info that you have in your system because you'll need it. I used to use the 5 by 7 cards, but now I use the word processing document and I have a separate page for each employers. I have friends that use more complicated systems, but they're too much work for me. I have a simple system. If I'm looking at a potential job with 15 different companies, I set up one word processing file and I write down whenever I contact any of them. And I set up page breaks so that each company is on a separate page. And then when I print out the file, I just put each of the 15 pages into a separate manila folder. And the folder holds additional information I collect on the companies. For instance, as I research, I print out pages from the website. When I visit, I pick up brochures or newsletters. I put all that into the manila folder. And when I contact the company, I make notes on the Word file sheet in the folder, and I update it electronically whenever I get the time. Be organized. Invest in the tools. Invest in yourself. So now you have your simple system. Let's continue with the previous example.